Radio silence. What is this? Radio facilities are offline. Radio support actions are unavailable. Less influence. Okay. Well, welcome back to State of Decay 2 and the Lion's Share. I just got a curveball that messes with my ability to do radio stuff. It's called radio silence, and I don't know how long it lasts. Is it, let's go up here and look at it. So yeah, I get less influence for stuff. My radio facilities are offline. Radio support actions are unavailable. Oh, but if I find a tower and secure the tower, then I can fix it. Well, good. Okay, because this episode I was actually planning on using some radio options. What I've been doing is I've been trying to gather more resources for this community. You can see that I've got, you know, more than I had last time. Before, I was down in single-digit food, single-digit meds. I've made a lot of recovery during the last episode, but not quite enough. Ooh, wait, I've got room for mods? What? Mods? Let's put some mods in places. Ooh, white noise machine for morale. Is there something that's more directly useful? Maintenance bench prevents weapon durability loss. Absolutely. And what is this one? Oh, the fireworks crafting station. Good. Okay, I have a fireworks crafting station. Don't need to buy one of those. But anyway, so what I've been doing is going out getting food and meds. Basically, I want this community to be one that I can easily use when I'm doing official State of Decay 2 live streams, where I don't want to focus on things like gathering resources and stuff like that. I just want to get into trouble. Because that's fun for the audience to watch. And so that means that you guys get to watch me do the boring stuff, which includes building up my food and meds infrastructure and fuel so that I've got enough to go on. Okay, so food, it looks like we're breaking even on. Meds we're making a profit on. The only thing we're not making a profit on is materials, but I've got way too many of those. Oh, and fuel. Okay, so the question is, since I'm breaking even on food, and since I actually have the ability to beef up my food production, I probably don't need a food income. Probably a fuel income would be a good choice. So let me see, where is a good convenient place to get fuel? Here? At this fuel depot? Probably. Is there another place? Oh, actually, aha, this Sporoil station. It's got a plague cart that I want to loot over there, and it's probably a more convenient location. So let's go and claim this Sporoil station. Clean out the stuff there, and then while we're out, so does the curveball actually tell me? It looks like the curveball doesn't tell me where the cell tower is. So maybe another thing I want to do is, I don't know how this works. I assume that maybe just driving around might reveal the cell tower to me. I really don't know. So let's try it out. Let's get in the car. And we'll head down here. But eventually, if we don't find that radio tower, immediately, let's just drive around until we do. Because I'd like to get my radio back so that I can, like, for instance, call in a fireworks trader. But, oh, actually. Oh, wait. Oh, get off my car. Big dumb zombie. Okay, I gotta get past this horde. There was something else I was gonna do. What was it? Oh, I can get meds here, can't I? I'll grab some meds on the way back home. Okay, now that the bloater's gone. Oh, those guys have lost track of me. Okay. I feel like there's something else I was gonna do. What was it? Oh, wandering trader. Oh, up there. They're the network barter agent. Huh. Okay, I wonder if I can run this errand and then get back there in time to trade with that guy rather than backtracking. Let's see. Oh, hey, Crowley. Thank you for wishing my family a happy Thanksgiving. That Thanksgiving is actually the reason why I'm streaming today, because normally I do these State of Decay streams on Thursdays, but this Thursday, if I tried to stream during mealtime, I think that that would not be good for my family. So we're not doing a lunchtime stream on Thanksgiving Day. Instead, I'm playing State of Decay 2 today. This big sign, by the way, sometimes when I see it in the distance, I think it's a juggernaut, and then as I get closer, I realize that no, it's the welcome to LOL sign. But part of me just imagines, like, what kind of weird cartoonish juggernaut would have this silhouette? I kind of almost want a juggernaut with this silhouette. I guess it would look like those aliens from the beginning of The Fifth Element, right? Like just this big lumbering disc-shaped aliens. Future goals, I guess. I appreciate that actress and the way she said that line. Because she says, keep losing stuff like that, instead of keep losing stuff like this, which is how one of the other characters says it. Which just isn't quite right. Ooh. Ratana has got some skills. I think what she doesn't have is any suppressors. Alright, what's in here? Yeah! Okay, so I would like to claim this place, but it's surrounded by zombies. So I have to kill all the zombies first, which means maybe I should try to do it quietly so I don't just bring an endless cavalcade of zombies. Oh, that was just enough zombies. Okay, the other ones are just a little bit outside the range. So let's claim this outpost.
Right, folks. The outpost is up and running.
And then
we can spend some time and make it even better.
Let's upgrade it. And then I think it's busy, so I can't do this yet. But might be kind of funny to use mines to kill all the remaining zombies around here.
Not exactly what I want,
Oh wait, now that it's an outpost, I can just drop stuff off here, can't I? And did I don't think I had anything in my car. Where is my car? Dude, where's my car? It's all the way down here. Oh, hey, Ranithcord just watched The Marvels. I haven't seen it yet. So I know that, like, it didn't do that great at the box office, and there, of course, it's tough when people's opinions are extremely predictable. Like, you know, basically before The Marvels was even announced, if you said, hey, there's going to be a sequel to Captain Marvel, what do you think people will say about it? You could write the reviews of a lot of people on the internet before the movie was even made. You just know exactly what they're going to say. And so it's been hard for me to, like, take anyone seriously about this movie because, like, opinions were foreordained. But that said, the film critics that I actually really like and trust do seem to really like The Marvels. And so I'm hopeful about seeing it. I haven't, unfortunately, I'm part of the problem because I haven't really prioritized going out to see it. There's just been a lot going on around my house. Lots of jobs to do at work. There's just a whole bunch of stuff. I guess this past week I wasn't at work, so it was mostly home stuff. But either way, I've been very, very busy with very, very hectic things. And so I just didn't bother to go see it in the theater yet. I do intend to, though. I want to see it before it leaves. So I'll be interested, Ranithcord, in hearing your opinion about it. Though I realize you're driving now, so don't tell me. Wait until you're home to tell me what you thought of the movie. Okay, I got some materials here. I'm actually here to loot a plague heart. I don't know why I'm filling up my pockets with other stuff.
Now that's heavy.
All right. So yeah, materials is not something I actually need a lot of right now. I've got a little too much of it, actually, at my base. But the fuel that I got is actually pretty valuable, so... Because fuel is the one thing that at least recently I have had a deficit in, though I think I might have just fixed it by claiming and leveling up that outpost. So let's see if I can grab the last rucksack here. Let's grab whatever's in this container.
Let's hit the road. We're done here.
And hit the road. Okay, so back up to this. Back up to my outpost to drop this stuff off. Oh, so Cogs asks if my sister has reported on Assassin's Creed Mirage. But yeah, so she really likes it, and she likes it on a couple different levels. She likes sort of the classic, Assassin's Creed mechanics to it. The fact that basically she really liked Assassin's Creed Valhalla, but Valhalla has sort of this weird thing where you're technically playing with Assassin's Creed mechanics, but you're playing a character who doesn't like being sneaky. You're playing a character who, finds honor in facing their opponents and, and who leads, her whole job is to lead raids on like blatant, obvious raids on enemy territory, that sort of thing. And so there's a little bit of disjointedness to the fact that it's an Assassin's Creed game about a very non-assassin-y character. And so I think one thing that she told me was that she really sort of appreciates the fact that you're kind of back to a more assassin-y character. Even though she actually really loves the character from Valhalla, she appreciates the fact that sort of the gameplay and the characterization line up a little bit better in Mirage. And it has just a lot of, really sort of familiar ways that you think and ways that you play to old Assassin's Creed games. Because she's actually been kind of doing not quite a speed run, but like a she's been doing a run through a lot of different Assassin's Creed games lately, and she's sort of picked up on that distinction. So she played a little bit in front of me, and it did remind me of a lot of my sort of favorite past Assassin's Creed experiences. So I actually did pick it up. I haven't tried it yet myself, but I have picked it up. So at some point I'll probably end up playing it on the stream. But yeah, so she and I are really different, though, in that I'm the kind of player who, she's the kind of player who just really wants to sort of, mainline the main story. And I'm the kind of player who avoids the main story like the plague so that he doesn't miss all the side content or just really focuses on the systems and the side content. And so I think we would probably play the game pretty differently. So it'll be interesting to see what it's like for me compared to what it was like for her. That move is so incredibly spammable. It's kind of insane. I think we probably should have put a little bit more thought into the power of moves like that. All right. Let's have a look at my outposts. Are there any of these that I want to level up or that I can level up? Oh, I need knowledge of chemistry to level that one up. Yeah, let's get a ridiculously high meds income. Okay, I think that is all. Oh, nope, one more. Okay, and we've got 9 minutes left, 9.5 minutes left until that Wandering Trader goes away. So I think we've got time to clear out one more play card, except I don't have any outposts out here. And so I don't have the ability to drop things off. So we'll have to see if I can actually... Am I driving the best way for this? I mean, there isn't a great way.
The best defense isn't a good offense. It's a Zed killing monster truck. Shall I get to work?
All right. So we're going to go and see if we've got room to clear out that last play card. If not, I think either way, we should head back home so that we can hit up that Wandering Trader that's near the house. Oh, hey, Noanmai just showed up and said, yes, it is Playtest Wednesday because it is Thanksgiving tomorrow, and I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow. So normally tomorrow would be Playtest Thursday, but it's Playtest Wednesday instead. I was also getting a little bit behind on State of Decay videos, so I wanted to make sure I had everything I needed to keep my YouTube channel going. Oh, I should actually not kill quite so many zombies here because I don't want to wake. I don't want to wake the other plague heart. Well, I'll kill this one. I mean, obviously. So how much room do I have in here? Okay, good. I've got some room. All right, we can do this. We can
Around, but we can't secure the place
put an end to the final plague heart. And then, let's see what else we can get while we're at it.
Now that's heavy.
Ammo box. Ammo bag. Ammo. Meds. Flare. Ammo and a shotgun with ammo in it. Okay, let's see what kind of space do we have in the Bandito right now. Do we have room for this? I'm going to keep the rucksack on my back. Oh, we got no room. And we don't have any existing stacks of this stuff. So, yep, time to head home. That's fine. We can come back here later. So we'll head home first. Wait, which? It's... Okay, I want to continue down this road. We'll drop stuff off at home. And if we've got time, we'll pick up some things we want to sell. And then we'll go get some items. Maybe items. Maybe some... maybe just sell stuff and get some influence from this trader. One thing I haven't seen yet is that cell tower from the curveball. It's still active. And I'm assuming... Yeah, these are all disabled. So, yes, my radio's still disabled. So I couldn't call in another trader if I wanted to. Oh, wait. I should have turned here. Oh, this is the same place where I ended up in a pit of rocks on the official stream. This time, I knew not to turn into the pit of rocks. So I am slowly learning this map. The map that I've been playing on for like 7 years. I'm finally starting to learn it. Cogs knows this map well enough that he's just naming the streets that I'm on. Saying that street that I was on, the one that goes past the church, is called Station Avenue. He says, now I'm on Church Street. Great. It's funny, there's a Church Street in my hometown. Of course, I guess Church Street is probably a pretty common name for streets, towns of a certain age. There's a lot of streets just get their name for, you know, what the street leads to from everywhere else. Here on the east side near Seattle, most of the streets have got a lot of the major surface streets are named after two towns because it's a street that connects those two towns. Whoa. What the heck? The heck? What is going on? Oh, I just dropped the gas off? That's not what I intended to do. See, this is why I hate the way this inventory works. Because I just dropped the gas off by accident because my cursor just jumped there and I was anticipating it jumping somewhere else. You know what? I don't have time. I was about to run over and try to deal with those screamers. I think all it was is I think we might have a couple of, maybe even packs of screamers. Oh, that's taking the long way. And once one screamer goes off, it sets off all the other nearby screamers. Okay, so stuff I don't need includes all the generators. Do we have water bottles as well? Or water jug things? I've got so many things I'm wasting here that I'm just not doing what I should with them. Like, I don't need a second handgun ammo press, right? I don't need a... I might need multiple jugs of pesticide. I don't need a second heavy-duty ammo press. I don't need this many sanitizing machines. I don't even use one sanitizing machine. I don't need this many secure cases. Okay, that's enough.
Damn, too loud.
Okay, I've got 2 minutes, 40 seconds. Let's see if I can get to that trader. Oh, I'm almost out of gas, too. Hold on. Wait. I've got to at least bring some gas with me. Okay. I think I've got enough, just barely enough to get to where that trader is. But I don't know if I've got enough to get back. So I want to make sure that I bring something with me, just in case. And let's see if we can get there and sell all the... Like, normally I would try to bring more stuff to sell by loading up the car, but I just didn't think I had time to do that. So... Oh, yeah, I've got plenty of gas. Okay, I didn't actually need to worry about the gas. But you got to be careful. Oh, my name is mistaken. Is asking me what a systems designer is. I should tell you. And I will in a minute. After I sell all this garbage to these people. And buy as many meds as I can.
Hey there, business partner.
And some food.
Hey there, business partner. Yeah.
Oh, I hope you say that line every single time, Ratana.
Let's make a deal.
Okay, so that's all the rucksacks. Let's see, what else does this guy have
Let's get
that
down to
isn't
business.
the stuff that I sold him? Well, it's always good to have some of these. And... Oh, wait. I've got... Oh, I just spent... Oh, interesting. I thought I had earned enough influence that I could just buy whatever, but I guess I earned only enough to buy those rucksacks that I bought. So, what? I guess I just... Yeah, I can't afford to buy any cure. So I won't. All right, well, let's head home with this stuff. I'm trying to remember if I did a viewer question episode already about the question of what is a systems designer. I feel like I've answered the question before, but I might not have done it in a formal setting where I've ended up with a video where I could point people at and be like, look, this is the answer to the question. So maybe I should just do a viewer question episode about answering the question, what is a systems designer? Okay, actually it'll be a waste of gas to fill it again, so we'll just drop that in there. So Cogs just posted a YouTube link. Let me check it and see. Ah, yes, there is. Okay, I do have, that's what I was remembering. I've got an episode from, how long ago? It's the Assembly Part 26. That's, oh, it's only a year ago? Really? Oh, it's a year and a half ago. Okay, yeah, so a year and... Wow, still, though, the Assembly. I don't even remember the Assembly, and that was a year and a half ago. Anyway, okay, yeah, so I did make a video. So he just linked it here in the chat. And I'll make sure to put a link either in the description of the video or maybe at the end of the video to that one so you can sort of see it. But, okay, so that means that it might be redundant for me to do an actual full-on viewer question about it. So I'll answer it for you quickly here, and then if you want, more information, you can go and check out my last attempt. It's a hard question to answer, though, because it actually is a slightly different job, depending on... Oh, wait, I missed a Plague Heart. Oh, good, I didn't wake up any new ones. That's nice. But I missed a Plague Heart, and I also have not scouted Plague Hearts in this area, so I've got a little bit more I want to do. So let's head back out on the road. And do that stuff while I talk about that. So yeah, so a systems designer is in charge of the simplest way that I usually try to put it. It's more complex than this, but the simplest way I've found to put it is that a systems designer is in charge of the rules of the game. You know, like if you think about a game that is not a video game, like baseball or hide and seek, or you know, a trivia game or something like that, those games have rules, right? And a systems designer in that context would be the person who wrote the rules. What would be a fun set of rules to play with? Now, a video game has got more to it than rules, whereas like, you know, like a board game or tabletop game is almost made entirely of rules. A video game has got a lot more to it than that. A video game has got levels and environments. A video game has got, you know, the feel of the action, you know, how you control the character. It's got how the interface works. There's a whole bunch of things in a game that are not the rules. There's the missions, there's the story, there's, you know, and so there are designers who are specialized in doing all of those different jobs. And, you know, there's level designers, you know, narrative designers, UX designers. There's like all these different kinds of designers. And systems design. Oh, wait, we've got an infestation? Do we have an Oh, weird. I've got an infestation that's showing up in my... This shows up as an infestation in my mini-map, but not on the main map? That feels like a bug. Let me make sure that's not infested.
That was noisy.
Yeah, I've just got an infestation icon on this outpost. I don't think that the outpost is actually...
Yeah, no, that's not a thing.
It's not infested. So, oh, that's weird. In any case, you've got all these different kinds of designers. A systems designer is the kind of designer that you would have on all those other types of games, on a board game or on a, you know, a game that you play with your friends. Like, the systems designer, even though there's all those other disciplines that are in charge of different aspects of the game, the systems designer is still responsible for the rules of the game. So things like permadeath, you know, like there's the process of how a zombie kills you moment to moment, what the behaviors of the characters are, what the timing is, what your inputs have to be, how you could potentially escape death, how death is actually enacted in the moment. That's all the responsibility of a gameplay designer, or a moment-to-moment designer. There's different terms that people use for the job, but there's designers who are specialized in doing... Oh no, oh no, oh no. There are designers who are specialized. Oh, gosh! Okay, this is going poorly. Where am I? Oh, I'm at the... Oh, get off me! I'm at the church. Okay. Oh, wait. I'm hung up on geometry! I'm sorry. I would love to answer your question. Whew. All right. Great. Oh, everybody's here now. Okay, great. As before, I forgot that this character had gunslinging. That really makes a difference to her capabilities.
All right, last mag in.
Anyway, what was I doing? Where was I? What was going on? Oh, right. So, how the death actually plays out is a responsibility of a gameplay designer. But a systems designer is the one who has to think through the ramifications of what permadeath means for the broader game. Why, like, should we have permadeath? What does it mean to have permadeath? When you lose a character, you know, how can you replenish the character? What are the rules? How do you know, how easy is it to recruit a character, to replace a character you lost? You know, what are are there conditions under which you should be able to get them back, for instance? Or are they, you know, like, thinking through all of those questions and deciding sort of what features the game needs and what you know, rules the game needs in order to make the game as a whole fun for the player. That's what a systems designer has to think about. And so there are some games that are very systems heavy, like State of Decay 2 has got entire parts of the game that are just made out of those kinds of rules. Like the community building system, for instance, is just... Okay, I'm going the wrong direction. The community system, building system, for instance, is made entirely out of rules. You know, like what facilities you have, what they cost, you know, how easy is it to get resources, what are the rules for how resources are distributed on the map, how many different ways are there to get resources. You can scavenge them from rucksacks, via rucksacks. You can get them as rewards, you know, for missions, which is again delivered via rucksacks. You can get incomes from outposts. You can get incomes from facilities that you build, and then all of those resources are all spent to build facilities and use facilities, to craft things at facilities. So which facilities do you have? Which outposts are available? Which, you know, all of that stuff, systems designers think about all of that stuff and figure out, and they end up making decisions and then evaluating them, like looking at a lot of playtest feedback, figuring out what the balance of the game is doing to the, like they had an original way that they imagined it was going to play out, but then you look at the actual data, see how it's really playing out, and then tweak your system to get players to have the experience that you're trying to get them to have. That's all the responsibility of a systems designer. And so, yeah, so State of Decay is a very systems-heavy franchise, which means there's entire parts of the game, like the community building system, that are just systems designers are in charge of those. But even games that are mostly action, you know, that are or that are mostly story, or so they still have systems designers. You know, you take something like, say, Tell Me Why, which is mostly about the story of the characters. Still, there are systems designers working out, you know, what are the characters capable of? How do, you know, what do they, not just moment to moment, but like, what is the set of verbs that is available to the character? How do they relate to each other? Like, how does what overall impression does you know, your capabilities in the game leave? Your character has special abilities. How do they work? You know, what advantages can you get from them? And how does that affect, you know, like, is there anything that you're earning rewards-wise beyond just progress in the story? Are there collectibles? That kind of thing. Like, systems designers still have to be there to think through all that stuff, you know, and like, you know, Mario is mostly, you know, like Mario games are mostly action and level design, but, you know, you gotta have somebody thinking, well, how many moons are there? What does it mean to get a moon? What advantages do you get from having more moons than somebody else? How do you unlock access to new areas? What do you have to earn to do that? Are there different ways to earn it? How do they all compete with each other? That sort of thing. And so it's like, because it's kind of, in a lot of games, it's hard to point at one part of the game and say, that's the part the systems designer did. It's hard to explain, but really, I mean, because systems design touches everything. And so, like, I became a systems designer because I started out on teams where I was often the only designer. I started out on very, very small teams. And so one of the things you have to do if you're on a very small team is, if you're the only designer on a small team, then you are a systems designer. And also you are whatever else that team needs. But you were always a systems designer. And so because I started out on a lot of games where I was the only designer, I needed to first and foremost learn how to be a systems designer. And I needed to learn to do a lot of other things. But the other things, the list of other things was different for each game. How much level design I was doing versus how much you know, gameplay design I was doing versus how much systems design. It would vary a lot, but systems was always there at the core. And so when I started getting onto larger teams where we needed to specialize, you know, I have done level design, and I've done gameplay design, and I've done UX design. I've done all of those things on different games. But the thing that I've been doing consistently throughout my whole career, and the thing that I just liked doing the most, was systems design. And so that's why I'm the lead systems designer on State of Decay 3, is because that's the place where I feel most comfortable. Oh, get off, zombie. Yay, no doors. All right, I think that these samples, I think they came from zombies that got Haven deviced. Okay, yeah, I was like, Haven device, please take care of that guy, thanks. I'd like to not get dragged out of my van. So yeah, I actually really enjoy explaining my job to people, so I appreciate that question. And so, like, the fact that I get very frustrated using that interface That's UX design. That's not systems design. So yeah, so like a systems designer is the one who decided vehicles should have inventories, and different vehicles should have different size inventories, and they should be traded off against other things like speed and resilience and loudness that matter to a vehicle. So like it was a systems designer who decided we should have this system of vehicles where each vehicle's got different advantages and disadvantages. Some of them have more storage space, some of them have more speed, some of them have more capacity for passengers, some of them have more resilience against zombies, some of them have pokebits that can kill ferals that charge them, that sort of thing. Some of them can set zombies on fire around them. It was a systems designer who decided that and who was responsible for the balance of all of those things. And when we expanded the inventories, for instance, of all the vehicles, that was a systems design decision. But the decision to have this cursor jump to the left when I take the plague samples out, that is UX design. And that that is not systems design. And sometimes a systems designer will have an opinion about it and no one will listen to him because it's not his area. So there you go.
That
That was actually the thing where it's like when it was first implemented that way, I brought it up as like a problem, and people were like, "Oh yeah, we should totally look into that problem eventually," and then never ever ever did. So whatever. Maybe someday I'll persuade somebody to do something about it. Why are these? What's going on? Oh, these are meat snacks. I forgot. These are human flesh. That's why they're a different stack from the others. I'm going to leave those in there. That'll actually be fun to play with later. Wow, this character can stack the consumables deep. Holy cow. All right. Well, let's make sure this character is well equipped with... Oh, we're out of 9 mil? Well, you know what to do there. Uninstall your shotgun press and install your handgun press. That'll take some time. I think earlier on I said there were multiple things I wanted to do. Oh, I was going to scout over here, wasn't I? Well, I didn't, so that's fine. How long do I have before this thing will be built? 3 minutes? Yeah, I'd rather just hang out with you folks.
barrel incoming.
I'm getting
Please
tired.
forever hold your peace.
So, yeah, my name is Mistaken says, it's interesting learning how different parts of game dev interact with each other. This was all stuff that was mysterious to me, 20 years ago when I was brand new to the game industry. And I had to kind of, sort of learn it on the job. But it was fascinating for me, too, when I learned it from scratch because, I genuinely just, there's a lot of jobs where you see it accurately depicted in media all the time, and or at least roughly accurately depicted. You get a sense of what the job is. Now, in truth, I think what I said was inaccurate, because I think that every job that's depicted in the media, when someone who actually does that job sees the way it's depicted, they're like, that's not right. That's terrible. You don't understand me. So actually, I think when lawyers watch Law and Order, they're rolling their eyes. When cops watch Law and Order, they're rolling their eyes. When, even writers will write about writers and they'll get writers wrong. And other writers will be like, that's not how writing is. I don't know. It's impossible to write something that ever feels right to everybody. But yeah, I thought I could climb up on that, but it feels like maybe I can't. But game development is one of those it's particularly misunderstood. Like people just, I guess I just can't get up there. Weird. I think that people understand it less than they understand most other careers. And so when you do find out real information about what game development is like, it always feels like it hits a little bit harder because it's, the knowledge gap is usually a little bit bigger. Orthos says that he has a community with 1,000 rounds. He could lend me some. Orthos is always trying to shovel gifts in my direction, and I appreciate it. But also, I told him that I'm kind of a purist, where it's like, if I'm going to have this stuff, I want to have earned it myself. So, yeah, I never did find that cell tower. Oh, well. So part of me was thinking, I do have a little bit of extra time today because I've already finished most of the work that I intended to do today. I just got it done faster than I expected to this morning. And there's more stuff that I can do, but I can also do it in the evening after I put the kids to bed. So I'm not feeling particularly urgent about getting back to work. Though, oh wait, I've got a few messages in Slack. Let me make sure nothing's changed about that. I'm just going to answer a question real quick. A QA person had a question for me, and I have answered it by saying I don't know. I am not very useful. But, you know, you got to give people honest answers. You can't just make up answers off the top of your head if you're not responsible for answering that particular question. But yeah, it was one of those things where it's like, what's supposed to happen in this situation? I'm like, I am aware of the fact that people disagree about that. And we have not come to a solid conclusion. So what I can tell you is, I can tell you that people disagree and we're working on it. That's all I can tell you. Okay, so now we can craft some 9mm. And some more 9mm. And even more 9mm. And maybe even some 45. And now I've got 9mm that I can load into this gun. Yay. Okay, well this character, well actually let's give her a little bit of like fire just to make sure that she's equipped for various eventualities. She can carry so much stuff. Let's give her this because it's just the deepest stack. And actually we got enough fuel. I should probably make some more fire too. Let's make a bunch of fuel bombs. Mostly just because I wanted to take full advantage of her high capacity. Wait. There it is. I missed it. Right there. Haha, there we go. All right. Ratana's ready to go. And she's tired. So I'm going to switch to Fraser. But we're not going to do a lot with Fraser. Because I'm tired and it's time to take a break. Let's see here. Just glancing over the chat. Let's see here. Reneth Cross, have I seen the movie A Topiary? No, I have not seen the movie A Topiary. I don't think I've even heard of the movie A Topiary. That's interesting. I mean, it's an interesting name for one. Or that's just like, what's the point of braving the apocalypse if you don't help each other out? I've got so much ammo to give you. Yeah, no, I'm one of those people who in the zombie apocalypse stories is like, no, I have to be on my own. I don't work with others.
Maybe we could have helped, but we have to help ourselves.
Oh, a mission expired. So sad. I'm gonna pause. Yeah. Oh, so Cogs is actually recommending some like some videos that we made apparently on the main channel to sort of like explain how game dev works. So that's cool. Oh wait, Renethcord says, "Oh, it's a Shane Carruth movie from after Primer." Wait, I might have seen that. Is it like stories that have to do with there's like some kind of plant that like some drug or infection that's coming from a plant? And is it like a little apocalyptic or dystopian? Or I've got a vague sense I might have watched the Shane Carruth movie that could have had a name like A Topiary. But it's hard to remember if you've watched a Shane Carruth movie because they're incomprehensible. And so, like, how would you know? Afterwards, you don't know anything that you didn't know before. Because you haven't been able to like it's like being a baby. I think the reason why babies don't remember things is because babies don't understand things, and you can only remember things that you understand, or at least that you understand a version of it. Even if you don't fully understand what's going on, you have an understanding of it that you can record. But if you have literally no understanding of something at all, your brain doesn't know what to write down. And so that's my theory about like why young children don't maintain memories, because they just don't have anything to write down. They didn't learn anything because they didn't understand anything. And so for me, watching Shane Carruth movies is the same way. I'm like, well, I didn't understand that, so who knows if I watched the movie or not. Now Raneth Court is even casting doubt on whether the movie was even made. That's the most Shane Carruth movie you could possibly make, is one where people are not even sure if you made one. That sounds amazing. Okay, but let's wrap up this episode, because my rib cage is starting to hurt, because I kind of, when I'm talking a lot, I tense my rib cage and I actually start getting cramps from talking too much. It's really weird. So I'm getting that, so maybe I need a break.